Hello, first update I've done this year on my veg growing. The headline news is, I'm here at the allotment by the way, that's not the headline, is that this year I'm going to give up the allotment. I'm not giving up growing veg, so I'll come to that shortly, but first of all, why am I doing that? Well, back in the big storm in December, most of my fences blew down. I mean, to be fair, the posts were rotten for ages, but all of these have gone. There's still some sort of just about standing upright, but it all needs replacing. I can't do that on my own. I'm going to have to pay somebody to do it. It's going to be several £100s, and it's not worth it. And you know, to be honest with you now, I'm doing all this stuff for me essentially. There's too much here. It's hard work, and I end up giving most of it away. The place is paid for until September, so I'm not giving it up straight away. I've still got some leeks to dig up, and the only crop I've got, you know, for this year specifically is the garlic, which is coming on here. So that'll be sort of ready June, July time, and that's a year's crop effectively. So I'm not giving it up until those have come up. And there's some currants in the cage, black, white and red currants, so they'll be ready before then. But I'm not actually going to do anything here, and also it gives me time to really take a lot of stuff home, and part two of this is at home, and I'll show you what my cunning plan is. So here we are back at home, part two, and this is my cunning plan for carrying on my allotment at home. So this was all very overgrown before, so what I've had done is proper greenhouse, aluminium and glass. This was like the worst IKEA do-it-yourself thing ever. It was about half the price of a typical greenhouse of this size. So, but hey ho, it works. It's good. It's got glass in it and aluminium and all my sort of stuff. And in here, I've got some pick and go again lettuce seeds. I've only just sown in there, and then I'm going to grow tomatoes all down here. Probably 2 layers of them. I don't know. I might do a grow bag under there, but I haven't decided yet. And over here I'm going to grow some cucumbers. I've also got some peppers to grow in here. I'll work it all out. This is the main bed. Now originally this was going to go all the way along here, except under here, when it was all dug up, we discovered there was a manhole cover, and a very, very deep manhole. And the manhole cover was properly rusted, so I had to replace that. And you can't cover it over again, so I've just covered it with membrane, and I will grow tubs of spuds on here and possibly a grow bag of courgettes, either out here or in the greenhouse. This is the main bed. I brought it out further into the lawn to make up. Started working out where everything can go. The first in are broad beans, much fewer than I would have normally done, but there'll be enough for me there. I've put up the wigwam so I could work out where it would go and how much room there is for it. I'm going to do half broad beans, half French green beans and half runner beans in there. Stuff down on the bottom, cardboard, is because you can't weed in between, so you need to put something down to stop the weeds, and the cardboard will rot down, and I can chuck it in the compost when, you know, in the autumn when it's all gone. And I've just planted some shallots in here. Never been successful with shallots, but I've always done autumn ones. These are spring, just 10, there's enough room for them, and of course shallots split up, so out of 10 seed shallots you should get, I don't know, 50 or so, 60 individual shallots. And then at the back, the other main bit I'm going to do back here is sweet corn. There's enough room there to probably put, you need to do it in matrices, and 9 is the minimum really, but I reckon I might squeeze 12 in there if I put them close together. And then the back here, this is just I've just put some rosemary and lavender in there for now, and I'm not growing veg back there, obviously. And then the old area still going, so I've got some second early spuds in here. So these are sort of like new potatoes, but sort of early midsummer new potatoes. The outside tomatoes are all ready to go. The indoor tomato, in the greenhouse tomatoes, will go in at the end of this month. But I've just literally yesterday sowed the tomato seeds to go out here, because they won't go out until the end of May. And then I've still got last year's strawberries, which are coming up. These are an unusual variety. They're not they are sort of perpetual. They start growing early. You get a few at a time, but they go right through till the autumn, so you just sort of get 2 or 3 to pick them. So in the conservatory, I'm sort of bringing them on in here because it's still a bit cold at night in the greenhouse, unheated, to sort of bring on seeds. They'll be okay by the end of this month. These are the tomatoes destined for the greenhouse, which I'll take out, I'll plant out there end of the month. There's Roma plum tomatoes, which are sort of small plum ones, great for both eating and cooking, and a variety of cherry tomatoes. And then seeds I sowed yesterday, tomato seeds, 2 types of beef tomatoes, and some Mazzano plum tomatoes, and also some courgettes in there. The courgettes, haven't really decided whether to do them indoors or outdoors. We'll decide at the time and see how much room I've got in the greenhouse. And then over here I've got cucumber, so I'm only going to use 2 of those. They'll go in the greenhouse at the end of the month. And then these are beans that I sowed yesterday. So I've actually sowed 16 each of green beans and runner beans. The runner beans are stringless. I've never come across stringless runner beans before, but we'll see how they go. I will ultimately only need 6, so there are 12 cranes on the wigwam, so I'll put 6 of each. But you whittle them down till you're left with the strongest, so they won't all germinate. Ideally, I'll get 12 germinated, which I can plant 2 per to cane, and then whichever is the weakest at each cane I'll take out, so that we're left with 1. That's the cunning plan anyway. So we'll see how it goes.